Hey, good morning. Paul Farmer here. This is DB Freedom Project live episode 177. I want to say it's 177. And what I do on these is I share with you what I'm doing I share with you my journey online. I share with you mindset tips, marketing tips, and anything else that I believe can be of value to you. So right now what I'm doing is I'm tracking my progress. I'm sharing with you my journey to $10,000 a month in a certain opportunity where I am getting, we call it Millionaire mentoring, teaching very effective and simple strategies anyone and everyone can do to earn $1,000 commissions, but you can apply it to anything, online, offline. These strategies, these techniques, what's being taught can be applied to anything. And that's what's so cool about it. And that's one of the reasons why I started to do it, because I figure once you get this down, you can go and do whatever the hell you want to do. It doesn't matter. Okay. So what I do is I share with you what I'm doing to grow my business, what I'm doing. Okay. First of all, I don't know how long it's going to take. Now, I've watched a lot of interviews and I keep going back to them. And typically what I've learned is when you start taking massive action, you're doing the things and you're going through the process, the breakthrough happens in about 10 days to 3 weeks. Okay. 10 days, 3 weeks. It just depends how much action you're taking. It depends how much you're working on your mindset. It depends. So what happens as you go along, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing in a minute. What happens as you go along, and this is for anything, it doesn't matter what it is you're doing. What happens is when you're first starting and you're doing all this work, right? You're doing all this work, but you're not seeing the results. It's an illusion. It's a trick, right? So what's going to happen is you're doing all this work and you don't think anything's happening, right? Like your mind is playing tricks on you. And what happens is you're doing all this work, you're showing up every day, you're connecting with people, you're finding people that are interested, but the sales are not coming in yet. And you're in this space where, you're going through the actions, you're doing the actions, you're showing up every day, but your mind is like going, hey, is this really working? Are you wasting your time? And if you're not 100% committed, if you're not careful, you're going to venture off that path and you're going to go find something else. So, I've had people tell me what they're doing is easier and all this stuff, but I refuse to go another way. I refuse to venture off the path because I know this path that I'm on right now is already proven. It's already proven. I just got to stay on the path. Now, if I venture off the path, then I'm starting all over again. So yeah, maybe there are simpler ways, or maybe there's ways where you can automate things a little bit more. And I've done those things in the past, but the thing is, for many people, they can't do that to begin with. They just can't. They don't have the resources to do that. But if I get caught up in that whole it's easier over here thing, then I'm off the path. Then you're off the path. Then you're starting all over. Then it's like a whole new journey. So stay on the path. Okay. Another lesson is just follow the process. Stick to the process. Trust the process is the saying. Trust the process. So my numbers for yesterday, I did 75 connections. 75 connections. So what I'm finding here as I'm doing this is every time I do 75 connections, I usually get 1 to 3 people typically that really are interested. What I am finding right now is a lot of the people, they don't have the money right now, but they want to do it and are working to get the money. Now, I know at some point I'm going to get people that have money that are going to be ready to go. I also know it takes people time. You can't force people to move any faster than they want to move, just based on experience. So people buy when they're ready to buy. They buy when they're ready to buy. You can't force it. So what you do, you just keep going, right? You keep going and you keep showing up and you keep connecting with people and you keep seeing if they're open to what it is you're doing. And eventually you will start bringing people in. And because you're doing so many numbers and because all these people are going, oh, I'm getting the money, they see the opportunity, that's going to snowball. That's all going to come together at some point. So it's just this massive action, getting that rocket off the ground. That's probably the most difficult part. And that's what I'm going through right now with this opportunity. Now, am I making money in other places? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Because I do have other things that I do, but I am leading with this because I believe in the training. I believe that it is what you need. It is what people need to get ahead, point blank. I've been watching enough of these to see enough success stories to witness myself. Like I'm witnessing the conversations I'm having with people, and people just open up. They just open up, and like I said, I have a number of people, quite a few people now actually, that say they're interested and they want to get going. So I know it's going to happen. I just don't know when. Okay. So anyway, I'm sharing my journey with you. Hopefully you're getting some value. Hopefully I'm bringing some value to you. Just to recap what I'm doing, I've been saying this every time. So, if you want to duplicate my results, if you want to do what I'm doing, totally do it, So 75 connections a day is my goal. Now, actually 25 is my goal, but I'm shooting for 75. They say 25, 25 a day will keep the bill collectors at bay, right? Because of the compound effect. Anybody can do 25 connections. That does not have to take you long. Now, 75 takes a while. And if you're working a full-time job, if you're working 2 jobs, if you're working 3 jobs, that could be a challenge for you. You're really going to have to manage your time. I believe you could do it if you really want it. If there's a will, there's a way. I believe that. But will you do it? I don't know. It just depends how, people typically move in this industry when they're at rock bottom, when everything is falling apart, when they are desperate. That's when people typically make the decision to do something about it. And they really they really go all out. That's when they typically do. If they're at all comfortable, they don't do it. And they'll wait too long until they are desperate. So that's typically what happens. That's why we have so many people coming into this industry that are just, just a bad place. They're just at a really bad place because they're looking for another opportunity. But they waited so long that now they're in a desperate situation. So I encourage you, don't wait till that happens to you. Start getting the skills, start learning now, get plugged into an opportunity that could pay you income that could actually change your life in a short amount of time, and just follow the process. And if you start doing that today and you don't wait, you'll be way further ahead. You won't have to wait till you're desperate. You won't have to wait till basically you're out of luck. I mean, really, when I have people come to me and they tell me I have no money. And I'm like, I don't know what you expect me to do with that, because I get it. I understand you're in a bad place, but if you have no money, how do you expect to start a business? It doesn't make sense. So, at the very least, I do have opportunities that cost less, and I do pour massive amounts of value in you. So, I will teach you exactly what to do to go out and change your situation. But the thing is, when you're in that state, it's very challenging to get out of it. It's very challenging to go, this is what I want. This is what I'm focusing on, and not focus on the problem. It's very challenging. And the majority of people are unable to do it. So what happens is they're like, I want something free, or I want something low cost. And they just never get off the ground because they're stuck in that state, right? They're stuck in that place where everything is wrong. Everything is bad. Nothing's going right for me. That's where they're stuck. That's what they're attracting back to them. So we have to change that, right? I was watching Bob Proctor, a video by Bob Proctor just before I came on here. And I've heard him say this before, but he said a few more things this time. He said, because most of us, including myself, I'll look at something. He says, don't look at the price tag. He says, never look at the price tag. Look at what you want. He says, never look at the price tag, because the price tag is going to keep you from what you want. But, and that's that's the thing people ask right away. How much is it, right? How much is it? That's the first thing they ask. It's not what do you want, it's how much is it? And right away, depending on the cost, that is going to determine whether or not they're even open to it, or it's going to determine that, oh no, that's a barrier. I cannot break that barrier, so I'm out. And what he says is, if you haven't even made the decision to go get what you want, you don't need the money. You haven't made the decision. So it doesn't matter if you can't afford it, because you haven't made the decision. So, that's a powerful lesson. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to keep watching that and really get that drilled in, because that is the truth. If you haven't made a decision, well, first of all, if you don't know what you want, you're screwed. You got to know what you want. And, as I'm going through this process and I'm connecting with people, I'm finding a lot of people, they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. Oh, I want it to be better. Oh, I want to make just enough. These are things of lack. And that is what you're going to bring into your life. If you're just saying I just want to get by, I just want enough, that's what you're going to get. If you don't have the video I was watching was on goals, and you have to be clear on what you want. I write down my goal every single day, 14 times. Every single time I write down my goal every single day. I didn't used to do that. Grant Cardone says he writes his goals down twice a day. Okay. I watched the training with Bob Proctor's top coach, and he says he writes his goal down 50 times a day. And I was doing that for a while, and it just was taking me too long. So I do it 14 now. That's way more than I would say the majority of people, though, because you want to focus on what you want and stay focused on what you want. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if what you want, if it's bad or good, that's what you are going to get if that's what you are focusing on. So really take a step back and focus and be aware of what you've been asking for. and that is an eye opener there, So that's really all I got today. I got to get going. I do a live training at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time with those that partner with me. I walk you through the process. The people that are attending my trainings are seeing results, point blank. The people that are not, I don't know what the hell they're doing. I've been told many times that I'm offering massive value on these trainings. I know that what I'm sharing is simple. I know what I'm sharing works, and I know that it can help you make some money. And that's really it. That's what I got. Okay. So I'm going to say one last thing, and then I'm going to go. Even if you don't have money, okay, even if you're at zero right now, if you're at zero, you still have hope. Okay. And I have given the opportunity to some people, right? I have given the opportunity to some people with zero money that I will actually train them. I will take the time. I will show them the ropes. And almost every single time, and I'm waiting for someone to prove me wrong on this, almost every single time, these are my stipulations. You show up to my training, you record your numbers, you deliver your numbers to me every day. That's it. You do what I tell you to do. You come to my training, and if you have the will, you have the desire, but you don't have the funds, that's what I provide. I give you an opportunity to still get paid, to learn from someone. I'm not like a multimillionaire or anything like that, but I have been able to earn a full-time income online for a while now. I know how to get you to $2,000 a month. I know how to get you to $5,000 a month. I know how to do that. So if you're in a place where, things aren't great, but you have the desire and you're committed, you're like, I will show up every day. I will record my numbers. I will do what you say. I'm willing to help you, but I need to be convinced. And so far, what I've seen, and this is why, the gurus always charge. This is why people charge for their training, right? Because when it's free, typically people don't value it. That's typically how it works. So even if it's like $1, you're going to see more value from it than if it was free. So that's why. So when you're bitching and complaining, why does this person charge so much? It's because they know that if you don't make an investment, you will not show up. You will not get results. So really, they're doing you a disservice when it is free. And I don't know if you understand that, but they're doing you a disservice if it is free, because you typically, I'm not going to say everybody, but you typically will not take it seriously. When someone offers me something free, I typically don't take it that seriously. I'm just going to say, like, well, why is it free? Well, probably they're going to want to sell me to something higher, right? Probably it's going to be a lot of fluff. It's not going to be the real stuff. So I want to go to the paid and get the meat, get the real stuff. That's what I want. And that's why, that's why it doesn't work. When it's free, there's no skin in the game. There's no investment. There's no risk. So you're not committed to it, and you won't get the results you want to get. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I'm still waiting to see it, though, to be honest. I'm still waiting to see it. I'm still waiting to see someone come to me and go, hey, you know what, Paul, I'm hungry. I really want to make this happen. I'm going to show up to your training. I'm going to record my numbers, and I just need an opportunity. I'm waiting to see it because I haven't seen it. Please prove me wrong, because I really do want that story. I really want to share that story because that's a powerful story, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't. So anyway, last point, there's opportunity everywhere. You just have to go get it. You have to open your eyes and go get it. If you'd like to learn more about the private community I'm in, Millionaire Mentoring, how to freaking fast track your results. Because again, guys, look, I'm making sales elsewhere. Right now, I'm recording for this opportunity. So it's a little different, but I've still got things going on, just so you're clear. Okay. So while, the $1,000 commissions aren't coming in right now, they're not flooding in right now, there's still income coming in other places because I'm taking all this action. I plug people into other things, if that makes sense. So there's opportunity everywhere. We have social media. We are in a time where literally, like, there's just opportunity everywhere. There's billions of people on social media. It is free. You don't pay for it. You don't have to go door to door. You don't have to call people on the phone, cold call them. You don't have to go buy leads. There's leads everywhere. There's people everywhere. And there's opportunities that fit every budget. There are no excuses. You guys got to stop this crap. You really do. Anyway, I'm going to go off on a tangent. So I'm done. I'm done. I got to go. I hope you got value. Make it a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.